whole winner. A lot of close guesses, but front row seats was the prize for Government Mule.
Gotcha.
So the phones are ringing like crazy in there. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win. Why don't we give them to you, Derek?
I'll be here.
Yeah, you'll probably be on the stage. I'm Leanne Waters, and we are live in the Zoo Lounge.
Under the stage.
Yeah. Just tapping away. Hey, you're down here. We're live in the Zoo Lounge now. A very special guest. I'm so excited. DerekTrucks band has stopped by the Zoo Lounge today, and all the guys are here. Derek and
Jan Rico.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. It's so exciting for me. And Todd and Mike, and they're actually, we'll do an interview, and we're real excited for the big show tonight.
Cool.
With Colonel Bruce Hampton too at Soul Kitchen. So.
Yeah, it's fun having the Colonel out.
Yeah, it is indeed. Everybody loves it. Last time you were here, gosh, I remember you were playing a little club down the street like 12 years ago.
Yeah, I heard that club burned down. I just heard that.
Oh yeah, it was right across the street from the Soul Kitchen where he was playing. So
Right.
it's the old monsoons.
We'll hope for better luck this time.
We'll have it will definitely be a lucky evening, I'm sure. Unfortunately, not for the 330 paint bar players, but nonetheless, I've got a lot of great questions for you, but I really want to hear y'all play. If you would like to get into some music.
Yeah, we'll do a tune. We stole it from Howlin' Wolf. It's called Meet Me at the Bottom.
Sweet. It's the DerekTrucks band live in the Zoo Lounge on 92 Zoo. 92 Zoo.
All right.
Sweet. I might have to borrow your headphones. Those little notes. Oh, they rock and roll, you get kind of deaf. 92 Zoo, it's the Zoo Lounge. We're live with the DerekTrucks Band in the Zoo Lounge, and they are live tonight and rocking it out with Colonel Bruce Hampton at the Soul Kitchen, downtown Mobile. And we're very excited to have your great Southern sounds in the Port City. Now, you have such amazing talent, and you've just reached the age of 30. And growing up with the Almonds and the whole family musical thing. And most people, when they turn 30, they're like, oh my God, I'm turning 30, I'm going downhill. And meanwhile, you're celebrating so many awesome things right now. The Rolling Stone magazine had you as one of the 3 new guitar gods.
Pretty silly.
You think it's cool? I think it's cool. Well, at least you got your picture on the cover of Rolling Stone.
That's right.
Before the age of 30.
And before they stopped printing magazines. So
Well, yeah.
a year left, so.
That's true. When your kids get older, you can say, well, they used to print these. You didn't have to search. And more recently, nominated for Grammy, again, for Best Contemporary Blues Album. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's actually our first as a band, so that's exciting. But we're actually in the same category as my wife's record, so.
I noticed that. I was about to ask that.
Somebody's sleeping out in the studio.
Is there a big bet? If you win, you get this. If I lose, you get that.
No, not yet. I think we're probably going to offset each other's votes, so we can just we can just write it off.
Well, there you go. That's a great thing to do. So now you were playing at such a young age because of your affiliation with the Almonds, with your uncle in there, and you and the Almonds. But I mean, on stage with Buddy Guy and all these legends by the age of 12 and 13. Most of us, when I think back when I was 12 and what I was doing, I couldn't imagine that. Did it register when you were that young who you were around, the legends, that they were that big, or did they just seem like, oh, these are just our family, whatever, this is what we do?
You know, some of them. I mean, the ones, I think the first time I sang with the Almond Brothers, I was such a fan of that music that it was, you know, and I wasn't around them growing up, so it was that one I realized what was going on. Same with Buddy Guy, I was a fan. But, you know, like Bob Dylan, I think, looking back on it, playing with him at a young age, I wish I knew then what I know now about him. The same with playing with the band before Rick Danko passed. I wasn't as big of a fan then as I am now, so it was just kind of, I knew my dad was excited about me playing with Dylan. I wasn't sure exactly why, but so some of it was kind of lost on me, but for the most part, I appreciated it while it was happening, and definitely in hindsight.
Now, is the same thing going on with you and your children? Like, you don't know who these legends are, but you need to find out who they are? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, they've been around B.B. King and Solomon Burke, a lot of the old blues and soul legends, and they, you know, Willie Nelson, and just recently Herbie Hancock was down at our studio, and it was fun watching the kids hang and play with him, and I got pictures, so they'll know later.
Wow.
My son's more excited when we run into a random baseball player. Like, more sports for him than music at this point.
Oh, wow. I mean, they're what, like, they're not quite teenagers yet, right?
They're 7 and 5, so still.
So they're still kind of in that exploration area, and they
That's
don't.
Right.
Amazing things they'll look back on. Now, you built a studio at your home, too. What inspired that? I guess being with Susan, y'all thought it was
I mean, just being on the road so much, we figured it'd be nice to be able to rehearse and record at home. You know, I mean, this band has been together 16 years, and we, at our peak, we were probably playing 250 gigs a year, 230. So that means you're on the road 300 or more. So by building a studio and spending more time there, you actually get to see your home and stay in one spot for more than 2 days.
Well, being on the road with you and Susan, she's gone separate tours, and once in a while you get the Soul Stool revival together, y'all together. Wouldn't it be easier just to do it together all the time, or is it like a
Yeah, I mean, we've thought about it.
Statistical situation.
We've been thinking about maybe doing a record next year, so we'll see where that goes. But we're really taking some time off next year, just kind of feel it out, you know, see what happens with it. But yeah, we're going to get together and do a lot of writing and recording. We have a few months 2 or 3 months off before the Allman Brothers start back up. So that'll be a good time to to see if whether it's see if a project emerges out of that.
I'm sure a lot of great projects, especially after a little time off. Well, would you like to do another tune?
Yeah, we'll do another tune.
I had wanted it. Mike's got some amazing ranges. Wow.
He's gonna blast right here. This is like.
Can we hear your Nina Simone imitation?
That's later tonight. After the corn liquor.
Well, there you go. It's DerekTrucks Band. We are live in the Zoo Lounge on 92 Zoo and 92zoo.net, and they're live tonight at Soul Kitchen.